Holla holla YouTube. Mike here, Desirous Prime. Saw a couple of pre-auto assembly videos, get the hype going and all that bollocks. Figured I'd join in, chip in my 2 cents worth. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm on holiday now for 2 weeks from work. When I return, it'll be another month until AA, so yeah. 4 weeks of work after 2 weeks off. It's not too shabby. But I worked last night. I haven't slept yet, so I'm waiting for Bradley to get back from school. Haven't seen him since Sunday, and I am bollocksed. 3 things I look forward to with auto assembly. My first one was in 2012. I did not go last year, so this one will be my second. It'll be my first with short hair. 3 things I look forward to this year, as it was last year, the last time I went. The guests, the voice actors and comic book artists and that kind of ilk. Toys, obviously. And meeting new people. And meeting people I've known on YouTube and Facebook and that kind of thing. Meeting them in person and meeting up with people that I've already met and I'm good friends with. Cover the voice actors. The first time I went, I had a good conversation with Paul Iding about some things, and Michael Bell, his time was cut short because of family problems, so I didn't get to talk to him as much as I'd like, but I did have a good little chat with him. Townsend Coleman was just a gem. He actually took a good half hour to talk to me and Mike and Koppel and Alex. He took a good half hour. We talked about Transformers and Ninja Turtles and that stuff, and which was quite an achievement in and of itself because I couldn't talk at that point. An unofficial 4th one would be the dream. I'm hoping to take enough money this year, now I'm in employment, that I can actually afford it from the bar. Because I almost got caught sneaking shit down from my room. I probably will have some beer from my room, but I might be able to indulge myself at the bar a little bit. £6.50 for half a lager shandy. I'm joking, but not that much. So yeah, it'll be good. Townsend's there this year again. I'm looking forward to seeing him. All 3 of those guys are on my Facebook friends list now, and it's not just a case of they're on my friends list. I've got Transformer voice actors as friends. They've got more friends stuff. They communicate. They do engage in conversation. Even the ones I've not met. Gary Chalk, Buzz Dixon, Flint Dill. I'll post a status and it could have some of the worst curse words in the world. And someone like Gary or Buzz will chip in with something and it isn't "don't swear please." They actually they contribute or they encourage me and make it worse or something like that. I don't know. But that's what the kind of guys that these people are, and they're just fun to talk to. And it was an honour and a privilege to meet those guys. Townsend, Paul, Michael. I'll meet Townsend again, and so yeah, that's a fun part. 5th unofficial point that I like Subway. I do like Subway, and I had no problem whatsoever eating it all weekend. 6th unofficial, the cosplay. I don't do it myself, but there are some cracking fucking pieces of work out there, costumes, and the ones I wanted to win didn't win. Scraplets won when I would have put it to Desirous, not me. And it's not because of the name, but the costume was bang on. Probably the Prowl one as well. There was some amazing pieces of work there. I'll probably avoid karaoke because I plan on doing some voice recording while I'm there, and I've got cast members at hand, so I want to keep my voice. Toys. Last year I had one specific. The last time I went, I had a specific one I wanted. That was Primus, and I got it for 45 quid, which kind of was half of what I was expecting to pay. so I could get some more things. I ended up with Darkling Moon Soundwave, the Big Bad Toy Store Piranacon, a few of the Stockade, I think, from the 07 movie, Override GTS, Rhinox, but it was Primus I went for. It was Primus I came back with. I got Drift as well, a wide Drift if I could find it. Excuse me, it took me a lot longer to actually search for find Darkling Moon Soundwave than it did Primus. I saw the Human Alliance Soundwave, but I don't do Human Alliance figures because the scale's a bit out of whack. I could probably do with some Human Alliance, just so I can do interiors of like people driving interior shots of the cars, and that when I do my videos. I had to use alternated wheeljack to substitute for Jazz, his interior, and Cybertrip. That's it. So I'm tired. I am enthusiastic. I'm just not showing it very well, am I? So yeah, maybe if there's a Human Alliance Jazz there, I'll probably pick it up just because he's probably the only one I will actually use interior-wise. I probably won't use the figure except for an interior vehicle motor. But yeah, what was I on? Yeah, Soundwave. I saw the Human Alliance Soundwave. Didn't really care for it. I wanted the Deluxe for scale. Eventually I found the Deluxe, but it was harder finding the Deluxe Soundwave than it was finding Primus. The few I want this year. There's but it's not as specific as it was the first time I went. There's no real grail this year. I want some of the AoE ones if I can't get them before. Hound, Galvatron, the other Dinobots. The 2-pack of the Optimuses with the evasion mode and the classics, because I like the classics Optimus and I don't have it. I have the evasion mode Optimus Prime, but I like the one that goes with in the 2-pack because it's got the mouth plate and shit. But if that's released by then, if I can find it there, then yeah, I'll go for it. I want an Edge on Unicron. I just like the look of it. I mean, I keep seeing the review, I keep watching the review that Ray, Isle of Mess did for an Edge on Unicron, and it is a lovely piece. I have the Armada Unicron complete, still got the box. The Anadron one just going next to it, if I can find room, would be awesome. Apart from Unicron and AoE, that's I don't really have a wish list in terms of what I want to get. I wouldn't mind maybe Generations Warpath or Scourge. The other Dinobots, Strafe has a good robot mode. Not a very good bot mode. Dino mode. Slash is the opposite. Slog. Is it supposed to be Sludge? The Brachiosaur doesn't look that good. Scorn's the best one, without a shadow of a doubt, but I just want to complete the Dinobots in some form. I've got like 2 G1s, and I've got the 4 Cybertron Grimlock and the Classics Grimlock, and I've got 3 movie Dinobots now. I do want to complete at least one set of Dinobots. In terms of other ones, I don't really know. I kind of picked up most of what I wanted over the last year. After I got my job, I just, splurged a bit. I got Generation Soundwave for the Cybertron when I got the Blaster, I got Springer, I got Sandstorm, I got Metroplex, I got Skyquake from TF Prime. I'm going with a lot more money than I had the first time I went, and there is a chance I might come back with some. I did think a G1 Star Saber, if I can find it. There was a G1 Victory Saber for like 400 quid last time I went. I was good at that. I missed it. I doubt that's there this time, or anything like that. But I do want the Masterpiece Star Saber and the Masterpiece Ultra Magnus. Fort Max, here's one I've been tempted by, just because it's huge. But the problem with him being huge is where do I put him? Because I've got no room anywhere. It's full of Lego and Mega Blocks and Transformers. It'd be great to have him. It's just where am I going to put him? If it's there for a reasonable price, if it's there for around the 300 mark, I probably will pick him up. And I'll deal with the consequences of space when I get home. Other than that, it's probably just going to be a case of if I like it, I'll get it, and I can afford it. I'm not big into the G1 collection. I have very few G1s, so it's not like I'm going to spend loads of money on G1 figures or anything like that. Which kind of means that price-wise, I'm looking at more reasonable prices. I mean, sure, some fucking Armada stuff can fetch good money, and you know the RID and Beast Wars and that. They're still worth something, but not as much as a G1 Fort Max, for example, or a G1 Scorpion, not complete. So it's really just a case. I honestly don't know what I'm going to get. And I want the Unicron, Energon, Unicron, and some AOE stuff. And that's about it. Couple of generations, ones I've seen that I like from reviews and that. But it's gonna be it's more of a surprise myself sort of thing this time. Mind you, last time was a surprise myself because I've had more money than I thought. I won't mind if they've got the Takara primers, the 2010 one. I'd pick that up if I had the money. I probably will have the money. If there's nothing else there I want and I've got some money left over, I probably, if they've got it there, I can get it last time. I probably will. I think Kai had it. Kai Wong. Can't remember his YouTube name. Chief Triple H. Could be. I think he had it. I think I got Drift off him. I need a black suit Spider-Man Transformer. That's what I need. Need that for a story. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the toys. It's going to be an interesting one. The third thing is the friends. Met up with Mark a few weeks ago. It was way too long. I mean, he lives in Nottingham, but we don't see each other that often, really. Every few months. He's busy with work, I'm busy with work. We'll meet up when we can. I'm actually rooming with him this year, so it's going to be good. I roomed with him last time, but this time I'm paying my share. Yeah. See Ray and George. Exaggerated Elegy, Isle of Mess, Reverse Order. Gerard, Wolfgang's playing, and I've seen all these gigs in Bristol, and I think it's Bristol, and that area, and I've been tempted to go, but didn't have the money or didn't have the time. It was like one of those things. Same with driving lessons. When I had the time, I didn't have the money. When I had the money, I didn't have the time. But now I get to see them perform, and I'm looking forward to that. I pick up a copy if I can of George's book, Strange Playground. I've heard nothing but good reviews of it, and I kind of like the surreal literature in some cases. I'm not a complete klutz. I do like books, and there are some good books out there. My favourite series is Necroscope by Brian Lumley, which, fucking turn vampires into these gross creatures, and basically laid eggs inside your throat, and that's how they turned you into a vampire. They literally, I'm not going to say it, they basically, you swallow, interpret that as you will. Yeah. Other people, Diancis, Simon, I'm not going to even try and pronounce his last names. Skay. But yeah, I didn't talk to him that much last time. Timey Wimey, man. Tommy T. Wimey, I didn't speak to him that much. I spoke to David Kal-El Prime quite a bit. But, you know, it's going to be fun just to catch up with those guys. Jeffrey Sproul, I think he was there for the WWF Championship belt. I really wish I'd held that. I was like, no, this is Transformers. No, wrestling doesn't come into it. But if he brings that belt this year, I am so slinging that fucker over my shoulder. Who else? Paul Von Rogers. I really hope he shows up, because it was a fucking pleasure talking to him. I mean, I can't remember what we talked about, but we talked about stuff, and it's just so down to earth. And somehow Facebook unfriended us, and yet he refriended me straight away. So he's a good man. They're all great people. Knowlesy, Tony, Russell, Chris Evans, not Captain America Chris Evans, or the Big Breakfast Chris Evans, but Chris Vernon Evans is become a good friend. Does some voice work for me. I'm gonna have him do some more. There's a fucking fantastic group of people that I can't wait to see again. And that's the thing about AA, it's more than just a shopping trip. It's more than just a fucking, he was so-and-so. It's about the camaraderie, the friendship, and, you know, the relationships you develop, and it's a social event. And even the voice actors, I'm not going to call them celebrities, because they probably wouldn't even call themselves celebrities, because they're that down to earth. They join it. They sit in the bar and they'll drink with you and they'll chat with you and stuff. And it's just a completely kick-ass experience. And it's the 30th anniversary of Transformers this year. I'm going to be 31 in September, a month after the convention. And it's not something I grew up with, to be honest with you, but it's something I'm growing up with now, because that's how I roll. Anyway, I noticed a bit of lag earlier, so I better cut this short. I never do short videos. Auto Assembly, Birmingham, August the 8th, I believe, 9th. I'll be there on one of those days, from the Friday to the Sunday, and it is going to be a blast. And I usually say you shall see me next time, but to anyone attending Auto Assembly, I shall see you then, and I look forward to it.